Oh, there you go. Good morning. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Monday! It's a new day. Hey, Christine. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Timothy. How is everyone? Did you have a good weekend? I did. I had a good weekend. I had a fun time on Saturday night with my girlfriends. Playing pool. I haven't played pool for a long time. That was a lot of fun. So, I'm going to be doing channeling for the collective today. I'm also going to be giving mini reads as well. I'm chopping my head off there. I'll be giving mini reads too. So if you want a mini read, you know what to do. Check out that pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up the top of the live chat. And you can. It's by donation, it says. There's a PayPal link in there. And I didn't test my voice. I didn't say a thing before I started this. So it's not working properly yet. I warm up my voice. But yeah, check that pinned comment out. There's a PayPal link in there, which is my preferred method of your donations for this. But you can use Super Chat, Super Sticker on this YouTube thing that we're on as well. If you want to get up and switch the internet off, it's because the internet's playing up. Let's just type in here. I think I'm back anyway. I think I'm back. Yeah, there's something up with the internet today because when I tried to connect it again, it said connected to the Wi-Fi network, but no internet. So it's a bigger problem. It's a bigger problem than just me. It's probably an island problem. Anyway, we're back. Hopefully, it'll work. I've got a new foundation on here, Dior. It's really nice. Dior Backstage. It's great. It's my kind of foundation because you put it on your fingers like that and then you rub it on your face. Super fast. Been a long time since I've worn foundation, but I like this one. Yeah, rainy systems. Oh well. Speaking isn't going to be my strong point today. Rainy season is always a bit tricky. So let's have a look at some cards for us all today. We've got rare knowledge out first, something that we know. Rare knowledge. Oh, I got all my Sephora things from the Black Friday sale through yesterday. I've got a new sleep mask, which was good for yesterday when it was light and I wanted a nap. I've got silk pillowcases, which are gorgeous. What else? Thank you, Christine. I'm getting better at it. Hey, this is a new Dior eyeshadow palette. Cool Naturals. I like the Dior stuff. It's really good. Hey, it's very expensive, but it's very good. Oh, I didn't use the... I'll do it tomorrow. Focus. Focus. We know something. It's a secret. It's rare knowledge. It's not necessarily to share it yet, is what I'm getting. It's for you to focus on it. Focus on it. It's for your focus. It's not for you to share it. You know, sometimes when we have an aha, sometimes we can just want to tell the world about it and teach them about it and for it to be about them. This isn't that. That's the opposite. This is the opposite energy to this. It's a secret that we've got that it's for us. It's for us to get something from it first. You bought climbing ropes, harnesses. Oh, cool. Teaching climbing. I can't speak. I said climate. I had an Italian themed day yesterday, as in food, as in I ate a pizza and then I ate lasagna. They were my 2 meals yesterday. Lazy meals because they were all delivered. Goddess love, what's she got to tell us today? Two things. Authenticity, let your truth be heard. I was hearing now, and shine, hold your head high. Oh. It's not to give the secret out, but it certainly is to stand firm in your, and strong in your authenticity. Hold your head high. I've got a kind of a defensive feeling about this, as in you need to defend your position on something, your authenticity on something. Hold your head high. Let your truth be heard. It's not necessarily about this secret, although the secret could have something to do with it. This is complicated. I wonder what they're going to teach us about today, because I've got defensiveness about this, as in maybe people disagreeing with you in the way that you go around about things. Maybe you've cut someone out. You've decided not to do something. In the energy update, I was talking a lot about that codependency trap. And so it could be when you've decided, I'm not doing this anymore, and you cut people out. Of course, everyone else is like, oh, you're so terrible. You should still have time for them. You should do this and you should do that. And their family and blah, 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 blah. And they don't realize the codependency that's behind it, right? Oh, it's not good food, Jamie. It's bad food. My stomach hurt. I regretted it. My stomach hurt when I was trying to go to sleep last night. Bad food? That's not good food. It was tasty food. Base on the little old ladies. Yeah, a defensive position. So if you've just been empowering yourself, standing up for yourself for the first time, or made a decision on something, not to do something anymore, something like that, you might need to defend that. And that rare knowledge thing that I was getting, it's a secret and it's not for you to divulge. It might just be that. It might just be like the codependency thing. You don't need to explain to everyone about codependency. If they're trying to keep you in that thing, you don't need to make them understand to stop trying to keep you in the thing about codependency. You don't have to teach them about that. So that could be the secret that I was getting, is that it's codependency, and all you need to do is kind of stand firm and defend yourself. That's one example of what it could be anyway. It's for you to focus on it and know it, and then hold your head up high. Because it could get tricky. It just depends. It depends where you are in the game of empowering yourself. Coffee's getting better because I've got new beans, but they're mixed in with the old beans now, so it's getting a bit stronger. Tarot. It's tarot time. Does anyone want a mini read? You know what to do. If you do, we don't care what anyone feels about our choices, but community is important too. We're not an island, and no one wants to be in the position where everyone's against you all the time. You don't want to have to keep on constantly fighting battles or be ostracized, that kind of thing. But sometimes there's got to be a way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? Because there's a few ways of dealing with it. We can just be a people pleaser and go along with it and go, oh, all right then, and then go along with what they want. We don't want to do that, right? And then there's an opposite extreme of just like fighting everyone and being in a fight about it. We don't want to do that either. We want to do what this said: hold your head up high and stick to it, stick with it. And I think that's why the guides are talking to us about it, because it might be a trickier situation than usual. It might be people that don't usually challenge you on it. It might be people that usually back you up in your choices. And we all need that too. Like, imagine if everyone was against us. That would suck. Oh God, look who we got here. We've got the devil. Addictions, negative energy, judgmental people, you know, all of that stuff. We did have the energy of maybe an ex coming in the energy update. Which has something to do with that. And maybe the things that we've been through in our lives, maybe in being the black sheep often, in having to stand up for ourselves often, because the mainstream might, or the collective consciousness might often be different than what we think, right? So maybe we've been through all that for a good reason, to prepare us for what's coming. Because when you're here to do big things in the world, you have to develop these skills, because, especially if you're putting yourself out there like I am, because you get a lot of attention and you get a lot of crap, because there's mostly crap out there. There is mostly crap out there, let's face it. And there's crappy people. The majority of human beings on this planet are crappy. And so you get attention from them, and so you have to be able to deal with it. And so we get practiced in it. Same, Christine. Exactly the same. I've had my family against me since I left my ex-husband 21 years ago. Good riddance to them. Mother of Earth. Is that fighting stance? Or she's like, come on, try me. She's grounded in a field of wheat. Mother of Earth. She's like, what did you say? What did you say? The Mother of Earth takes her place as Mother Nature, providing a rich harvest. She nourishes our body and souls with the best of her creation. It's solid, it's practicality. You know, I think there's something in that, what I just said. Maybe we chose, a part of what we chose in having difficult families. It's not because we're crap at relationships. It's not because we're crap at relationships and we should have been able to fix that. Maybe it's because we're here to do something much bigger, and we needed a hell of a lot of practice and a good reason to learn how to be empowered properly and be in our authenticity against all odds, in all adversity, so that we can do what we came here to do without crumpling. So we can be solid like this. Mother of Earth. Sorry if some of you turned upside down. Why? Oh, thank you, Hope. Was that you? So did I tell you the story of the Sephora order when the Sephora Black Friday sale started? It was at 10 p.m. on Friday. And I stayed up to catch it because there was 2 eyeliners, a gold one and a brass one that I wanted. There was only 2 of each stock left. And so I stayed up to do it. Well, the gold one is on right now. It's on my inner lash line on the bottom. It's really nice. The other box had nothing in it apart from a few scraps of plastic stuff. Oh, I was so disappointed. So I emailed them saying there's nothing in the box. And they said, oh, well, it's sold out now. Oh, I know. Damn it. First that way. The distances, I mean. Let's get more cards. I'll be with you shortly, Hope. Thanks for your donation. Oh, you're in New Zealand. Let's get another one of these out and find out what they're going on about. Two, I heard. Two more cards. Two of these out. I have become very good at it. I had to hide this from the police on Saturday night. Because we were having a good time and the bar was meant to be shut because we weren't meant to be open anymore because of COVID rules. But we were playing pool and we were having a good time until the owner said, "Everyone get out the back." So we went and hid in a room at the back. We had to be really quiet while she was shutting it up out front. And we were really quiet. And then she came and got us. She's like, "Oh, it's okay now." We were in there for about 5 minutes. Very long. And then we had to sit outside. Couldn't play pool anymore. That was fun. It wasn't serious. Police just need to do the checks, do the rounds, take photos of the places apparently with no people in, so they can report back saying, "No, nothing happening on this island. No parties here." The Four of Fire. There's a marriage card. I wonder what it is in this deck though. The Four of Fire. Let's do hope first before I read that out. Guidance for you in your current love situation. Thanks for your donation, Hope. I did another Sephora order, 2 of them in fact. I got, because it ended last night. I wanted to try the silk pillowcases out first, and I ordered some more, another 2, so I can switch them. And contour palette. I've never done contouring before. So I was doing tutorials on that. I'm like, damn it, I'm just going to get it before that sale ends. It's significant, 25% off. Love what is in time alone, Hope. Oh no. What did you ask? Guidance for you in your current love situation. Love what is in time alone. That sucks, doesn't it? But this is about being alone and loving your life and living your life and being okay about being alone and not pursuing a relationship at the moment. It's about becoming like a well-rounded person without relationship first. Being happy without relationship first. And loving that. What else? So that you change your mind. Okay. So that you just make different decisions for yourself, so that you choose something easier. So this is saying that you have been making difficult choices in love, so that you could have an attractor pattern that is causing difficulty. This is saying focus on your own life at the moment and being alone, so that you can break those patterns, so that you can see clearly. Because when you start like being alone and living your life for yourself and making really good decisions for yourself, your love life kind of catches up with it, and you realize, like, what was I doing before? Why did I keep on making those silly decisions, those hard decisions? Why was I keep on going there? Why was I settling for that? Why was I choosing that in the first place? Because when you've got great decisions going on in the rest of your life, you get this stability, like that Mother of Earth there. You get that stability about you, and you just would never do the things that we do in our love lives when we just keep on in the game, going from one partner to another. Well, we're not actually doing that, but we are really, unless we have an extended break and really do the self-love thing. So you're choosing hard things at the moment in your love life, so to speak. And so you need a break from it to break that cycle. And the only way to break that cycle is just to focus on, I'm going to make good decisions for myself in all of my life. Forget about my love life for a while. And in that break, you'll realize So it's a step back for you. Arabella, thanks. Hello. Four of Fire, let's read that out while we're waiting for a question from Arabella. The Four of Fire is Mars. Mars is a warrior known for bravery and action. This god may very well be the most literal representation of fire in this suit, for his move to swift action by fiery passion. Whew! Astrologically, Mars shows energy, courage, confidence, strength. This is the energy that helps us stand up for ourselves, to follow adventure, to be spontaneous. Can you hear the window squeaking? That's how windy it is out there. It's the window squeaking. Mars' power comes from the fire that burns in our gut. It's both formidable and dangerous, moving from defensive protection to aggressive attack with surprising ease. If not controlled or channeled appropriately, this energy can lead to violence, accidents, or cruelty. I didn't mean to smile. I just had a memory of Saturday night. This girl was so drunk and she was funny. I've got this photo. I've got a few photos in fact. But there's a photo, a hilarious photo of me and my friends all smiling, posing, and she's like flying across the background, all blurred. It's just the best photo. Anyway, if not controlled or channeled appropriate, this energy can lead to violence, accidents, or cruelty. Touched a cactus on Saturday night. I didn't mean to. It was dark. I thought it was a post. I tried to steady myself on it. It was a cactus. The Four of Fire shows, and someone was watching me doing it as well, and he started laughing at me. The Four of Fire shows the desire for action. The situation is fraught with energy that's powerful and fast-moving. There's a need for courage, confidence, and possibly defensiveness. See, I was getting that. Defensiveness. Shadow side of this card represents misdirected energy and the danger of extreme and inappropriate aggression, anger, and violence. Yikes. It's going to be a fight. It's on. Bring it on. Arabella, guidance. I'm on the threshold of making decisions on a change for the better in my life. My expenses, breaking patterns, working on good decisions, distancing myself from family to protect myself. Good for you. Yes, it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. But the majority of the world will say, that doesn't make sense. Yes. This is great energy, Arabella. Look at this. Let go of the past and success. You don't need to be psychic to understand what that means. Yes, absolutely do what you're doing now. It's going to lead to success. So what if, huh? What if all of those things that we've been through is just to get us strong like this, like ready for this, well practiced in it, so that we can stand up for something. Well, so we can stand up for ourselves first, but then so we can stand up for something else later on. Yes, this is very positive. It's going to be successful. Yeah. It's so hard. It is so hard, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. You know, the best decisions I've made, number one, to get a divorce. Number two, to leave my family behind. Best decisions I've made. Hardest decisions I've made, but best. For sure. For sure. You're going to get success in it. But this is the tricky bit, and this is the tricky bit. This is it. It's the releasing the guilt. That's the trickiest part of it. Because we, like I said, the collective consciousness isn't going to agree with it. The majority of people will say, no, you don't do that. You don't turn your back on people, blah, blah, blah. And so even if you're not around people like that, which will be, but because a lot of them is the majority of the collective consciousness, even if you're not around them, our brains are transmitters and receivers. We're picking up that energy. So if you imagine you're the odd one out, you have this very strong belief in yourself, but you're in the middle of this ocean of ideas that are all against you. you're going to soak that up. In other words, it's going to be a constant battle within yourself to be okay about it. And it does get easier, but it's always there. Mine is still there, but it gets easier. It does get easier. It gets easier to, when it pops up, to override it and go, no, I did the right thing. No, I did the right thing. It will keep on coming up, and you need to keep on saying that. No, I did the right thing. No, I did the right thing. Wouldn't it be nice if we got an applause for it, but we don't? That's the thing. The applause is inside of ourselves when our life gets easier. This success from letting go of the past, yeah? Your validation is going to be in yourself for this. You're going to feel a lot better from it. Yeah, you need to cut her out. It's hard. It is. It's really hard. But you need to appreciate yourself enough to do that and know you're not going to get applause from anyone else. In fact, that guilt is going to carry on, but it's inside of yourself. Once it stops coming from her, it's going to come from inside of yourself, and you just need to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, it gets rid of the drama in your life. And I've picked it back up again. I kept on collecting friends that were like them. And because there's a lot out there, it's the majority of people that are out there. And you do it over again, and you do it over again, and you're like, oh God, I've got another one. It's drama, drama, drama. Get rid of them. Until you just end up with the best people. And it's great. The best people that are like-minded, that have probably done the exact same thing as well, and moved to an island. What to do with them? My hands are dry. We're standing by you here, Arabella. We are. Because no one deserves that drama. Yeah. All my family are blocked on social media. Forever it will remain that way. So yeah, you've got a lot of people on your side here, Arabella. And if you need to talk to someone, you've got people here to talk to. I made a decision about cutting ties with my daughter. Thanks for your donation, Maria. Still ringing her Christmas Day, New Year's Day. She knows I still love her. Did I do the right thing? Did you do the right thing? Maybe I shouldn't be using the crystals. Yes. Yeah. Maria, you did the right thing. Yes, because you've got to include self-love, and especially when it comes to children. When we realise, oh damn, I've not been loving myself very much, and then we realise, oh shit, no wonder my children are like that, because I wasn't a good role model for them in the self-love department. And damn, what can I do now? Well, the best thing to do is do it for myself first, and then hopefully they will learn that from me. Including yourself, absolutely, it's the right thing to do now. We've got to do it. We've got to heal it for ourselves. And it kind of sucks that we've had children before we did that, but, it is what it is. Nature being what it is, that we have children when we're too young. Not more, you know what I mean. Before we're wise. We have children. Our biology is that we have children before we're wise enough to have them. It's a flaw. Wait, is this thought useful? Yeah, so you're tripping yourself out about it, and you will. Oh, yeah, infinitely hardest. Kill children out is the hardest ever. Like talking about divorce, that's the easiest one, right? Getting rid of the family, that's hard. But children, The hardest. By far the hardest. By far the hardest. I've done it. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to love myself. I was not doing them a service, letting them treat me like that and talk to me like that, and that be okay. I had to walk away. There was no teaching them anymore. They had another parent on the side saying it was okay for them to say things like that and to be like that with me. And so I had to close the door. To be a good parent, I had to close the door and say, no, you will not treat me like that. It's a life lesson. If you want to treat people like that, you ain't going to have good people in your life, kids. And that's hard. That's a hard thing to do. So you are going to trip yourself out about it. It's going to be really difficult. But yeah, I have to keep on sorting your mind out about it. So you pretty much got exactly the same reading as Arabella there. You're going to have to keep on sorting your thoughts out about it and telling yourself. You got no questions today, Valta? Cool, Kim. Good to see you here. Yeah. Ooh, tricky things. No wonder we've got all of this energy out. The fight and defensiveness and stuff like that. Yeah. Good luck. Let's get one more out. Atomic, there's one more of these tarot deck before we get to the other one. Two. Okay. Haven't seen this one before. The Crown of Air. Oops. The Crown of Air. Ooh. What's up with her? She isn't that happy. She's not a happy lady. Look at her face. Let's find her. Where are you? She closes the book. There are some things that you're not meant to know at this time. For now, let it go. I feel like this is us. It's that secret, the rare knowledge. There's something that's just for you at the moment. And there's an ending of a chapter. Close the book. It's done. Like, no. Look how stern she is there. She's like, you will not. End of chapter. Closing the book. This isn't going to start again. Massive endings going on at the moment. Yeah, there's just something ending, and we're not going to go back there. Crone, the wise one. Look at these cards. Oh my god. So we've got the devil out first. Then we've got her being grounded, but look at her face there. She's like, just try me. Mars here. Are you starting? Because I will fight for it. I will. And then the crown. This is where it ends. This is where the book closes. End of chapter. Hi, Jamie. And then the one of fire, the Ace of Wands. Whoa, the new journey begins. Yes. Then we can have something new. Where is it? Here we go. It's the sun, the ace of fire. There's a saying about people who are very self-centered. We say that such people think they're the center of the universe. In the case of the sun, it is. It's not true. For this heavenly body is the center of the solar system. The power of the sun keeps the planets in their orbits. Everything is therefore directly related to the sun. Besides being an intense gravitational provider, the sun is the solar system's source of heat and light. Its existence is defined by its ability to shine. Remember we had that. Shine. Hold your head high and shine. Hold your head high. You know? Astrologically, the sun highlights what area we wish to excel at. Strength. Seriously. Is that what it's about? It's not about healing, and it's not about all of those other things. That's not what we're really interested in. We're really interested in being strong. That would make sense. That would make sense. It identifies our core personality, shapes our sense of self. The sun shines a light on who we think we are. The Ace of Fire represents a strong personal energy at work. This card is something we wish very much to do, not just well, but excellently. It's a hotly burning desire that can be directed and used to light a project, large or small, that has potential to create glorious fireworks or even just delightful sparks. The shadow side of this card represents a more dangerous or perhaps only disappointing outcome. Ego, self-centeredness, selfishness are possible. There's a danger of energy burning too hot too quickly, and thus burning out either without any useful effect or with destructive, scorching result. Anyway, it's the Ace of Wands. It's a passionate new start, but I'm hearing that message over and over again today is, what if everything we've been through was just to get us well practiced in that being strong? What if we're not into healing at all? You know? Maybe the healing just had to be because we wanted to get strong and we're really interested in the strength thing. What if? Kate, your problem is you pick men who have substance abuse, just like your father. Oh, yeah. That's that devil energy. It's the codependency, isn't it? We want to help them. We want to fix that situation. It's like, this time, can I get them to love me? Choose someone like that. And we don't do it consciously, of course, like that. But we realize when we end it again, it's like, damn, I did it again. What am I doing? And into the same kind of relationships. Your divorce is complete too. Timothy's as well. Woo! I saw somebody looking for a house. I went flying past him on a bike. What are you doing? Looking for a house. Ah, good. Oh yeah, I forgot you're out of a job. What else do we need to know about here? Something really good coming from it. Something really good coming from it. What's this? The Seven of Swords. Oh. Look at all these nosy fairies picking that book apart. She's closed that book. She closed the book. And there's these mischievous ones looking at the book again, but she's closed the book. And then the moon. Okay. The Seven of Swords. All these cards are different, by the way. These two decks, the Book of Shadows Tarot, as above and so below, the two decks. I read them out the book because it's slightly different. This one, that one's totally different. This one's more like the tarot, but it's still not. It's still not the same. The Seven of Swords. Trust can be breached in many ways. When we take what's not meant for us, we're behaving in a way that's counter to the truth. So we're not trusting ourselves, you know. Because like attracts like, expressing untruthful energy attracts the same and creates more in the world. Whatever we create, we're responsible for. Someone taking something that doesn't belong to them, having something taken from you, is what this could be. But I'm just getting the picture from that book that she closed here. She's been strong and she's closed that book. But then other people are trying to open it back up again. And there's the deception. We've not got to deceive ourselves, right? We've got to stand in our truth there. Keep that book closed. That chapter is ended. I won't go there again. Even because people are going to invite you to go there again. Of course they are. Going to come in for the drama. You should open that book back up again, they'll say. Well, I'm not. And then the moon. Your picket was broken. Yeah, it will be different for sure. Mine is now. For sure. The moon, where are you? The moon is beguiling and magical. It can reveal amazing mysteries. However, wandering around in the moonlight in an unknown environment is dangerous, as its light conceals more than it reveals. In such a landscape, it's easy for the mind to see monsters and fear where they may not exist. Monsters and fears where they may not exist. An uncertain situation both fraught with deception while revealing important truths. Yeah, so in a way, this reminds me of when I did quit my family because I let it blow up when it happened. I wanted to hear it all. I wanted to wave that red flag in front of those bulls, you know, to bring that bullshit out. I provoked them. I poked at them when they started at me to get it all out because I wanted an example for myself of just how fucked up it was. And they did it on Facebook so that everyone else could see it too, which was pretty amazing. And so, of course, all of my healer friends that recognized what was going on came to my aid. Not on that thread, but direct messaging me saying, "Are you all right?" Whoa, that's full on what they're saying there. But I needed that to happen. I needed that evidence. I needed it to be provoked. And there's something here about the deception comes out, and it's a good thing. It's like, go on, lie to me again. Go on, lie to me real big this time so that I know. So that you've got something definitive. That's what this is about. It's like, we think that we want a world without deception, where there's this utopia. But there's always going to be contrast. There's always going to be that duality. And if these deceptive ones, if these tricky ones, these ones here, they're the most dangerous when they're narcissists, when they can do it in a very subtle way and fool us. But if they do it in a really big way, that's better, right? And that's that moon card. These two together, that's what I'm getting from that. Is that as much as we don't want it, we actually do, and we want it bigger than ever. We want it blatant. We want it blatant. So we've got a fight here on our hands. Some of you might need to do that. some of you might need to do what I did. So what happened, I'll tell you the story, is that I was turning 40 10 years ago. My mum wanted to come and be with me in Australia from England for my 40th birthday. Now, I was at the time with Jared, and I told him about my family. And as usual, people don't quite believe it, and they're like, it can't be that bad. Well, I had warned him. Anyway, she came to stay with us. And her behavior was her behavior. It was a normal behavior. He said what all of my good friends have said to me that have had any involvement with my family. After a few days, and what they say to me is, I never want to see them again. And so her behavior, especially toward him, and toward me, but of course, I was used to soaking that up from her my whole fucking life. And when I saw her doing it to him, that wasn't okay. Somehow it was okayer to me because I was a daughter. But when I saw her doing it to him, I'm like, you don't do that. And so I said to him, are you okay with this? And he said, no, I don't want her in my house. And I'm like, I know. What do we do? And I apologized to him. I said, I'm sorry, I've not interjected, but it's a shock to me. I've not been around her for a long time for a very good reason. And empowered Claire didn't show up at that point. I would hear it, be shocked by it, but I wouldn't stand up to her and say, you don't talk to him like that kind of thing. That I would probably say, right, I'd probably say that now. You don't know until you're in that situation, right? I might turn into old Claire again and be shocked and not say a thing. So I apologized to him. Anyway, we didn't need to take an action in the end because she was just drinking heavily, spending a lot of time in the room, and there was a balcony off her room, smoking a lot and all of that stuff. Sometimes coming with us being disgusting. And what happened? I don't know. I posted something on Facebook and about it, saying how hard it was or something like that, and that's what lit the fuse. The family realized that I was talking about her, and they all started commenting on it. The things like, after all she's done for you, your own mother, you owe her everything, all of this stuff. And so then I was like, okay, it's on. I'm like, I don't owe anyone that. I don't care who it is, can't come into my house and treat us like that and behave like that. Not welcome when they do that. And so I kept on, and I kept on provoking them to say more and more because I wanted it all out. And the biggest theme about the stuff that they were saying was, well, my brother actually put on it that he disowned me when I went to uni. So in other words, when I escaped the house, that all of that abuse that was in there, and I got out of there and went to uni, he said that's when I stopped being his sister, because that's when I managed to escape that stuff, and I stopped being the brunt of all the abuse there. It's the point where I met people that were good people, and I thought, the world isn't just like them. There are some good people out there. It's the point that I realized there's a different side to life than what I've experienced. So it's kind of right that was the point where I broke out of the cage. Not completely, but so there's that. But a lot of what they were saying was things like that I owed her something for anything that she'd done for me in my childhood. that kept on coming up over and over again. Anyway, I let them just do it all, and then it was like block, 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 and that was it. That closed the book. That was me closing the book. She, of course, then the family were getting in touch with her. Have you seen? All I heard was like doors slamming, and that was it. I never saw her again in my life. She ran, and I never saw her again. But it's this kind of an energy, is sometimes you just need it to get to that point to see it clearly, to close the book. And if we try and avoid it and placate people and keep it, smooth it over and keep on trying to piece it together, we never get to that point where it blows up. And sometimes we need to blow it up. Sometimes we need to blow it up. Yeah, don't let them open the book again. Or play with the book all you like, but you'll do it by yourselves. They probably are still playing with the book. Hi, Nick. It's good for a house, Kate. Yeah. So I needed it to happen that way. I know, like younger than 50. There was a young guy trying to chat me up on Saturday night, and it was funny. Oh my God, it was funny what he said, because he said it to all of us, apart from one of my friends. She got missed out, and she was kind of, he didn't say that to me. He promised us all a good time. He's like, oh dear. I just laughed at him. I'm like, really? He's like, take me home, and I'll give you the time of your life. Oh, really? I said, my children are all older than you. I'm 50. And he looked shocked. He was very surprised at that. And I said, and you're wrong, by the way, because experience is everything. I'm like, you young ones, you think you can, but you can't. Wait until you get older. Oh, dear. Yeah. So we've got a fight on our hands, and it's a good thing, and don't shy away from it. Don't shy away from the fight, because sometimes you just need it to blow up so that you see it for what it is, finally. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta let the house burn down instead of sprinkling a bit of water on and keeping those fires going, never really quite putting them out. Sometimes you've got to let it burn the whole house down. And you'll be glad that you did. You'll be glad that you did. Okay. We've got a good one today. It's Aries energy. Like, it doesn't surprise me. I've got so much Aries in my chart. It wouldn't surprise me if I'm not here for the healing. I'm here for the fight. Yeah. I'm here for the fight. Bring it on. Young ones are funny. They try, though. Hi. It's called Daniel. Daniel didn't deliver. He ran away in the end. I've got a photo of him, though. I've got evidence. The High Priestess. She's got a calm confidence about herself here. That feminine power. Let's read her out. And we had such a fun night on Saturday night, because I thought maybe we'd all be getting together, like, Mr. Handsome and everybody. But no, not this weekend. And so when I was leaving training on Saturday afternoon, I said to my friend, so we're not all doing the barbecue thing. She's like, no, not this weekend. She said, I'm going down to my friend's bar. I'm like, oh, very calm. She said, yeah, I'll message you when I go. So we did. We went and played pool, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The High Priestess is a bearer of magic, spiritual teachings, and inner knowledge. She has a deep understanding of the higher realms of consciousness and acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. And acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. Let's not just read over that. She has a deep understanding of the higher realms of consciousness and acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. I'll just keep on saying that sentence until we really got it. There's a balance of light and dark energy. And dark energy is appropriate. This is why the whole love and light thing is blowing up right now. Have you noticed? It's not just me. There's a lot of people saying it. There's a lot of people waking up to the fact that the love and light movement is... There's many words that I want to say right now, but I shouldn't really say them on YouTube. And it's because the dark energy is important. Like we've been saying in this, look at all the darkness in there. The dark energy is very important. It's needed. The card indicates an awakened spiritual or psychic awareness and encourages you to make time for introspection and meditation. It also advises you to listen to your intuition and dreams. I had a dream that someone was trying to kill me with anthrax. On Friday night was that. Blowing me up. They were trying to blow me up. I was having to hide. I was behind a trolley and push it down the road, and I was running and running through this city. Wow. People firing things at me, but it was like more like bomb kind of thing. And in the end, they got me with anthrax. I woke up just as I realized they'd got it. They'd got me. Damn. Anyway, listen to your intuition and your dreams and reflect on the feelings and visions you experience each day. It's an understanding of your highest purpose and potential through attaining a balance between your physical and spiritual self. You alone have the power to raise your vibration in order to access the higher realms of sacred knowledge. That's all blah, 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 blah. The important part of this is she has a deep understanding of the higher realms of consciousness and acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. The important message there. Over-explaining self. You can see clearly now the drama's gone. The Six of Cups. Looking back, reminiscing. Soulmate twin flame. One thing I've noticed is Mr. Handsome never lies to me. And other people have noticed it too. Because if they want the truth, they get him to say it to me. Or get me to ask him. And it's a good thing. He knows not to lie to me. Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents... No. The Six of Cups reflects a period of relaxation and success after finally emerging out of a stressful situation, and highlights the self-confidence that comes from speaking your truth. On top of this energy, this card connects to lingering moments of nostalgia or an ideal past you may still be holding on to. Right, and so you get the relief of it. When all of this happens and you break away from all of that drama and you've done it, then in that calm place where we feel better, we can be very susceptible to looking back with rose-tinted glasses on going, well, it wasn't that bad. Oh, Oh, yes, it was that bad. Deep emotions are rooted within these memories, so it's important to acknowledge them, whether they're pleasant or not. We could be talking about exes coming back in here and not, we've got to be careful not to fall into that trap of only remembering the good things after we've dealt with all the crap. And then we can look back going, oh, it's not that bad. As we're living records of every thought and feeling we've experienced, it's important to also remember the inner child who still exists within you. It may be an opportune time to plan out a recreational, social, or peaceful interlude. It's that simple. We should have just planned for a peaceful interlude. Oh, this is the chapter of my life where I'm going to have a peaceful interlude. How do you know, Claire? Because I'll fight every single person that tries to mess that up for me. Every single one of them. Karmic connections, love, children, reconnection, Akashic records, gratitude. Reversed is a need to let go of past traumas or issues. It's important to recognize the gift in each and every moment in order to live fully in the present. Anticipating the future and reliving the past may detach you from the joy of living in the now. How can you build a new foundation of strength and support in your life? It's powerful stuff, huh? I can see all obstacles lead my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me flying. It's going to be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. At last. We're still going to have to fight. There's the King of Crystals on the floor. Mr. Stable. Mr. Stability. It's important to think methodically with your plans. Yeah. I mean, yeah, do that, but no, that's not what this card is about. This is about an extremely capable and practical person. Once they set their mind to a task, they'll always follow through with the work until it's completed. Being ambitious and dedicated, they're more often than not highly successful in their careers. Their pragmatism may provide you with clear, honest advice, and they're always willing to help those who ask for guidance and direction. King of Crystals can sometimes come off as shy and introverted, but do not be fooled by its exterior. Underneath are highly sensitive spiritual beings who find deep connections to the earth and nature. Not necessarily kind of King of Wands, gregarious kind of people. Keep to themselves, but kind of taking care of their energy, protective of their energy, and careful of who they let into their lives as well. They've got a quiet kind of a confidence about them because they're wary, really. They've built up a stability for themselves, and they're wary of and well aware of external influences that could shake that. They've got self-discipline and determination. There's nothing they can't accomplish. This is someone else. Probably someone else going through a similar process here as well. I'm going to keep going with these cards. So it feels to me like the High Priestess has been through this already, and she's just having to stay on that path, not look back and think, oh, they weren't that bad after all, I'll go back on it. She's just having to stay the course. Keep on moving forward there with the Six of Cups. King of Crystals, what's he doing? He's getting victory. Six of Wands. The arrival of positive news. You are victorious and should be proud of your brilliant accomplishments. Your enthusiasm has paid off threefold as you realize your limitless potential. There's nothing you cannot achieve, and others also recognize this is your strength. Creativity begins with connecting with your higher self. You've learned to harness this and are an inspiration to those around you. This card represents a harmonious state that comes from finding a healthy and comfortable balance in all areas of your life, mind, body, and spirit. Great news, diplomacy, conquest, good fortune, cooperation, popularity, success. Yes. Okay. Well, this is victorious energy. I like it. It hasn't rained for days. It didn't rain all weekend. It hasn't rained since Thursday. It was supposed to be violent raining all weekend. Violent, it said. Violent rain. That's what it said on my phone. I wonder if it still says it. Because yesterday it was like sunny, but it still said violent rain on my app. Yeah, it still says it. See? Look. Cloud. Violent rain. Violent. There's wind, 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 wind. And then 2 p.m. Violent rain. Oh, it's going to rain around training time. Ah. But you see, it said that all weekend, and it didn't. It just didn't do it. There's no violent rain happening. It was just sunny. You're on a very small island, though, so sometimes it goes over the ocean, you know. Sometimes it doesn't go over the top of the little island. Windy, though. What are the ferry drivers? No, what do you call them? Captains of the ferries that come here. It was so wavy on the speedboat that he broke the wind shield with his head. I've seen a photo of him afterward, but he had his mask on, so it didn't show like the extent of his injury. Yeah, that rain. It's been great. Everything's dried out. The laundry lady was sure it was going to rain, and I said, "Well, I'm giving you what? Yeah, on Saturday, I gave her some more washing. I'm like, you got to do this today because it's going to be sunny today." She said, "No, it's going to rain today." I'm like, "No, I think it's going to rain tomorrow." And if everything's dry, great. There we go. Strength. What if that's it? What if that was our purpose, to be strong? Go through everything that we've been through to be really strong because there's something coming. Not something like in a bad way, but we've got something to achieve here, and it's going to be everyone against us, kind of thing. And I had a massage on Saturday as well. So my massage lady, she doesn't have that much English, but we managed to understand each other. And she wanted to tell me something. There's this lady I know, and I don't know what her name is, but she started massaging her, and she knew that I would know her. So she said, the way she put it down, a massage. Well, she said that bit in Thai. She said, "Why Thai boyfriend, police boy, boyfriend, police boy." I'm like, "Oh, I know who you mean, police boy." There, police boy. King of Cups and the Seven of Wands just came out there. I need to go and pee. Hang on. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Okay, we've got the King of Cups and the Seven of Wands out next. Again, King of Cups. The heart stuff. Remember we had the Divine Masculine opening up to the heart stuff. This is months ago. Or was it last year? Divine Masculine opening up to the heart stuff and the Divine Feminine. What to the mind stuff? Aye. King of Cups. Yeah, I've got high standards. Some men get butt hurt, don't they, if you turn them down. But we're allowed to. King of Cups. A state of emotional strength and control over one's life. The ability to balance creativity and artistic expression with knowledge and wisdom. This is the most sensitive and psychic of all the kings. This individual is ruled both by the head and the heart. There's a deep wisdom that comes from the acknowledgement of love and emotional strength. This is the Divine Masculine that's opened up to the heart now, that balance themselves up. Highly compassionate and caring individual has a strong emotional maturity. This person is very self-aware and offers positive counsel and advice to others. Yeah. Emotional maturity here, the Divine Masculine. And Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands comes as a positive reminder that your life is headed in the right direction. You've worked hard and know what you want, so don't be discouraged by any setbacks that show up along the way. Okay, so the Divine Masculine is going through setbacks at the moment and is moving forward. And it's especially around the emotional maturity front kind of thing. Now, the emotional maturity has set him off on a new path, and there's adversity on that path, but it's okay. It's what I was saying before. It's the having to stand firm in that. Other people might be around the Divine Masculine saying, don't be a pussy. That stuff isn't important. Why are you a woman or something like that? They might be getting that dissent in a similar kind of way, just like the women are getting the dissent for standing up for ourselves, for making good choices, for being intimidating, for being bossy or whatever, for making good choices for ourselves, for stepping into that mind and that empowered stuff. We get the adversity for it. The guys are getting adversity for getting into the hearts too. This is a very dynamic and energetic time in your life, though. So remember to celebrate all of your accomplishments as you move forward. There's a hell of a lot of strength coming out in all of this. And we've got the strength card there. But we've all had to have been exercising this strength for good reason. Here. Okay. Romance just came out. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Then romancing each other. Putting the strengths together. There's one more of these to come out. Not that one, it's this one. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. The heart is the gateway to the soul. So, Divine Feminine here. So the romance, Cupid arrow strikes, bringing two people together that are on this similar journey, find their strength. The Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine coming together. And then the answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. So then it's like we've got to, for the Divine Feminine, we've got to step back into our heart to make heart decisions, knowing we can rely on this strong side of ourselves. as well. We've always got access to her, right? This is us being the Empress. So the Queen of Swords is always in there for when we need her. The heart is a gateway to the soul. Romance. I want more about this though, because it's leading to something. A new chapter is opening up because we put an end to the old chapter. That needs to happen first, and that's what we're in at the moment. Look at her there in the middle of the reading, closing that book. The most important thing is closing that book at the moment. Take a breather, and then there's a break. Recovering from that. And it's that, rest and relaxation as well. She's, because I'm looking at her image here and she looks pretty happy there. It's not like take a breather, like, and then get back to it. It's not that kind of a take a breather. It's more of a, thank God that's over. It's that kind of a breather. A happy breather. Let's get this. I want that other love deck to arrive, my $300 love deck. It's like my decks have got an upgrade. My love decks have got an upgrade. From this row. Top shelf. No, the top shelf has got crystals and a cactus on it. Cactus is doing really well now, growing new bits. Happy. Now I've stopped watering it. Yeah, Kate, you're right. People just need to earn their own stuff. Good one, Kate. And what part of this is my problem? Something that I say, which part of no don't you understand? Is it the N or is it the O? That's a good one. Might want to use that one as well. Flirt. Got flirt. Really? Things are going to get easier. Good. True love. I love these cards. Aren't they beautiful? I love that it's like a real heart. There's one more to come out of here. Let's move you to what? These shuffle so nicely, these cards. Hey, Mandy. Oh. That's freaky. The wind keeps on blowing the window. I was hearing the noise all night, but I thought it was like a tree leaning up against the roof and creaking against it. But no, it's the window. The microphone doesn't like the shuffling of cards. There we go. Effort. Right. And then effort. Then the effort that you put in. So we've got flirt, true love, and effort. Effort is about two people investing in a relationship here, making equal effort. It's people that have done that for themselves as well. We're seeing that with these kings here and with the divine feminine here as well, is that once you've got to that point of making the effort in your own life, you're not going to accept any old kind of bullshit in your life, right? You're going to be really choosy about it. And when you get two people that have done that same thing, then when they come together, it can be very light. It can be flirty. It can be very light. It can be true love. The efforts are duplicated because the effort that they put in for themselves was there, and the effort that you've put in for yourself is there. It's that whole story of the love yourself first and then get into a healthy relationship here. Effort. I've got to read that out, apparently. Hang on. Effort. What number are you? 34. I've really got to stop talking about my eyes and go and get them tested and get some glasses. And maybe contacts as well. 34. I'll do it tomorrow, but it's probably going to rain tomorrow, so I'm not going to go anywhere. Effort. Relationships take nurturing and effort. Take investment as well. Investing your energy into it. It takes something, right? Over time, we can get complacent. Some people are complacent right from the start and can't be bothered making an effort at the start. The message here is to make a little effort to make things work. This can entail going to therapy, going on a date, getting your partner a gift, or surprising them, or just spending time with them. Communication can be important here. Ask what makes them feel loved and what the two of you can do to make your relationship stronger. On the other side, this can be an indication that your partner tries and makes the effort to make things work, even if it may not seem like it. What? On the other side, this can be an indication that your partner tries and makes the effort to make things work, even if it may not seem like it. Well, it seems like they're not making an effort, but they are. You sure? If you're single, the message here is that you may want to make a little effort to attract a partner, such as going to a gathering, asking friends to connect you with a blind date, joining online dating websites or apps, or even asking someone on a date. I'm waiting for him to ask me. Questions to ask. If you're single, are you making an effort to meet new people? If you're single, are you making an effort to make yourself available? If you're coupled, are you making an effort to spice up your relationship? Are you feeling like giving up or leaving a partner? Have you made enough effort to make things work in your relationship? Effort, though, it's important. And I think, I know for myself is that I was, like I said, when my mum started attacking my boyfriend, it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay with me. Somehow it was okay for her to attack me, but it wasn't okay for her to attack him. And some of us have just got so used to putting all the effort in relationships that we're kind of okay with someone else not making any effort. Got used to that, yeah. So we've got float through love and effort. Make sure the effort's been put in on both sides. But this is definitely a connect back to the heart kind of a message here. Anyone else want a mini read before I go? Anybody? Should I get some more cards out or not? Yes, let's get some of these out. Looking for a Brad Pitt looking guy with Bill Gates' bank balance. Jesus Christ, Morris. Oh God, we've got twin flame out here. It's your twin flame. Christine, the one that you just described. The Destroyer. Whoa, things really, this reading is all about closing the chapter. The venom, and then the shit that comes from that. It's about the fight, yeah. So it's part of this twin flame journey, apparently. Things need to be destroyed before we can get there. Close the book. And we need to be strong with the crap that comes after that, the flack. that comes after that. It is. There we go, everybody. Thanks everyone for coming along. And yes, let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. Tomorrow night, I will be putting out another pick a card read, which is what were their first impressions of you when they met you, or when they were first aware of you. It's a good one. I made it already. We're making another one today. I'm not sure what yet. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Have a good day. Good night. And I'll see you. Wouldn't want to be you. We've all been there, right? Bye.